So how do you see Zanzibar?
I love Zanzibar, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. I'm from France. This place is amazing, and I believe in 2 years or 3 years, this will be the tourism of the world.
Wow.
That's what I believe.
What's the best thing that you like about Zanzibar?
People.
People. They are very friendly.
Friendly and they're nice. And it's safe for tourism.
Wow. Greetings internet, welcome back. My name is Beltin. Today we are exploring Forodhani and Stonetown of Zanzibar city, one of the old important cities here in East Africa. And it was once a biggest city or biggest slave market here in East Africa, but also a spicy trading town. So here we have boats that take people to Prison Island, and we have Zanzibar port here. More than 1 million tourists visit Zanzibar each year. So it's one of the important tourism spots here in East Africa and Tanzania. From the past, this town was the capital for the Sultanate of Zanzibar, and it was a great spot for slave trade here in East Africa, where most Africans from the interior and Central Africa were brought here to be sold to other people in Asia, US and Europe. Zanzibar. Despite of having this stone town, Forodhani, and many activities to do, it's the great place that has white sand beaches. White sand beaches here. It's like the whole world is here. People from different nationalities are visiting Zanzibar each year. Zanzibar has been an international city since from the past, because Arabs, Indians, Persians, Asians and Africans were living together. Remember, this was the biggest spice market here in East Africa, the biggest slave market here in East Africa. And I was shocked that even the East Indian coast of East Africa was under Zanzibar. Tourism is one of the main activities that can be done here in Zanzibar, and most people have employed themselves here to do tourism. The great mission of this channel is to show the reality on the ground. So I want to come here as a tourist.
Okay, my friendly, welcome. Karibu Zanzibar, pizza from Mr. Mbengo, best pizza in town, hakuna matata.
So I see many international people
Visitors,
here,
yes.
visitors.
Zanzibar is very, tourism is the main economy here. So Zanzibar's first economy is tourism, the second economy is spices.
And by the way, you have to introduce yourself.
Yeah. No, my name is Ali Jape. I'm from Zanzibar in Tanzania. So I'm here showing Bertin around Stonetown, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have a great time in Zanzibar.
Wow.
So right now we are at Forodhani Garden. Forodhani Garden is a place. So by the way, this place before it was all covered by water.
Oh.
So the water you see on this side, it used to go all the way to the road. That's why the place is called Forodhani. Forodhani meaning like customs.
Customs.
Yes. Forodha meaning custom, Forodhani meaning the place of the custom. So this entire garden nowadays is used as a food market. Every evening people bring stalls and they sell food here. It's not only a place where the tourists come, locals, friends, families come here in the evening for dinner. So it's a very cool place to come if someone comes to Stonetown and they miss this place. I think they have not had a complete overview of the place yet. And also, if you have a look on this side, I'll show you. Right on that end over there, the kids usually in the evening they jump in the water. So if you've seen these famous videos online of kids jumping in the water, is right at this place.
I saw it in Harmonize video.
Yes, and even more artists are coming to shoot here. Mario also shot his video recently here. So when the video is going to be out, you'll see some shots from here. So it's a very popular garden to come here, different types of food, local food, you can come here and enjoy. So we'll go all the way to the Old Fort. The Old Fort is the oldest building in Stonetown. So we'll just have a look at the fort a little bit, and later we'll take the streets inside to see what's located around.
Should I ask you one question?
You can ask me as many questions you want.
What made Zanzibar popular?
What made Zanzibar popular?
Like this?
Now or before?
Before and now.
Before and now. Things. Before it was because of its location, and also it was because of it's because of its resources, especially like spices and things like this. But now Zanzibar is very famous for its cultural heritage and also its world famous beaches. I would say the beaches
white
in Zanzibar,
sandy beaches.
Very, very, very beautiful. People prefer to choose Zanzibar in regards to also different other beach destinations because of its proximity. It's a music academy. They usually play traditional music. I think it's a very rare occurrence that this happens here. So I think we can just walk over there and you can have a better look.
That's nice music. Yes. I like the music. You feel like you're in Zanzibar.
Yeah, the music. So the culture in Zanzibar is a fusion of different kind of. So you can see Arabic, Indian, Persian influence, and also African. So the thing that makes Zanzibar different to mainland is that Zanzibar has a mix of all different cultures. People from outside came here and intermarried with people of local African origin and settled down to become part of the society. So a lot of people in Zanzibar, they have mixed influence. A lot of people of Persian background, Omani background, Indian background, and Yemeni background, but with African roots. So that's what makes it different. If you go to mainland, there is more than 120 different tribes and tribal languages. But Zanzibar doesn't really have like tribes and tribal languages. So that's what makes the difference. Because traders traded in the mainland, but in Zanzibar they actually settled here, and that's how the difference can be seen in today's society. This is where most of the festivals happen. We have a very big festival in February. It's called Sauti za Busara. So this screen they put here is for the film festival. The film festival is called ZIF, which is for Zanzibar International Film Festival. So it will be happening here in the next week or so.
Wow, there's a lot happening in Zanzibar.
Yes, a lot is happening in Zanzibar at the moment.
Wow, it has a good architecture.
The town is called Stonetown, but when you say of Zanzibar, this is not the only island. So Zanzibar is like an archipelago of a collection of islands. So this island is called Unguja Island, and then we have another island called Pemba Island. And there is more than 53 small islands.
53?
Yes, small ones.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes. And this town is called Stonetown. But the reason it's also called Stonetown is because all the buildings are made out of these stones.
Stones, I see.
Coral stones. Yeah. That's why the town is called
Stonetown.
So this fort was first built by the Portuguese as a church, and later the Portuguese, when the Arabs came from Oman, they destroyed the church and they used the remains to make this fort bigger. That's why some people today, they call this the Arab fort. Yeah, so in Stonetown, this is the oldest building in town.
Wow. So when they came here at first, they built this one.
Yes, this was built as a church. Church you see here, there is like the inside wall. This
Oh.
inside wall are the original remains of the Portuguese church. And everything like the things you see around, these we call them battlements. These ones were built by the Arabs.
So it's like the Portuguese are the one who started Zanzibar.
No. There were people before the Portuguese.
I mean foreigners.
No. Not even the Portuguese. There were the Persians before.
Persians. Who are Persians?
Persian is Iran of today.
Ah, Iran.
Iran is the Persia of today. So
Oh.
people from Iran and Yemen, they were here way before even the Portuguese. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to be here.
Oh, okay.
But the first outsiders were not them. Yeah.
Okay.
But even these Persians, when they came here, they were already local African origin people who were already living here.
Who are those people?
Eh?
What tribe is
These
that?
are people origin, the Bantu origin.
They are from mainland.
Not mainland. People, the Bantu people originate from between what is now West and Central Africa at the borders of Eastern Nigeria and Cameroon. So after the invention of iron smelting skills, these people were able to make superior weapons to defend themselves, as well as farming tools that they wanted more and more space as the population grew. So that was recorded as the Bantu migration. They migrated from the western part of Africa to the central part to the east and later to the south, places they've been absent for many, many years. And that's why when you speak of Bantu, it's a general label of between 600 to 800 different groups around Africa.
Okay.
So it's a lot of mix of different cultures in Zanzibar.
And these are the stones, eh? So these stones were from the ocean or from where?
From the land, but because the island is a coral island, there are places you can get these stones.
Ah.
Yeah, outside of Stonetown. There are places when you go you can get these stones.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, when someone visits your country or your home, it means that you have something to offer. So you have something to offer. Just so I can see
No, it's good. It's
the
good.
influx of tourism.
It's good when friends come here and you can show them around. It wasn't something that was possible on my end before that, but you know, I'm glad I was able to get in the industry and understand it academically as well,
Academically.
to know more about the place and also to. So these things that you see here, they are kept mainly to support the building for renovation.
For renovation.
restoration, yes.
So they are
But
renovating them?
Yes, they're renovating this building. So this gives support to the building to
Okay.
make it stronger.
Wow. How did they build these houses in those centuries? Where did they get this technology?
Well, the technology, because the town started to develop in the 1830s when the sultans from Oman came to Zanzibar. And you know the reason-
Sorry, when that sultan came to found this fort here, the Portuguese fort?
Yes,
Okay.
this was there already. Because this was built way before that.
Okay.
However, most of the buildings that you see around now were mostly from the 1830s.
1830s, okay.
From that time, it's when the town started to develop.
Very fast.
Yes.
And slavery was at a peak.
No, not at that time. At that time, it was popular, but the slave trade ended in 1873. Nambe. 1873 is when slave trade ended. And Stonetown of Zanzibar bears a great symbolic in abolishment of slave trade, which had the biggest slave market in East Africa and the last open slave market in the world.
This Zanzibar.
So that's also one of the things that made Stonetown a World Heritage Site.
You can see the church here.
This is a Catholic church. There are only two churches in Stonetown, a Catholic and Anglican. This one was built by the French missionaries. For anybody that has seen churches abroad, this one was designed by the same person who designed the church in Marseille, France. It's called Notre Dame de la Garde.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So if you've heard of the Notre Dame in Marseille, it's the same one who designed, the same designer designed this one. And next to the church, you can see a mosque next to it.
Wow.
But more than 90% of Zanzibar is Muslims.
Yeah.
And the rest is mixed Christians and Hindus. But no problem also between the different groups of people.
Okay. So guys, we are still walking here. I still have Mr. Ali Jape taking a tour of this stone town here in Zanzibar. So you can see narrow streets. Okay.
And you just mentioned one thing, which is the narrow streets. And when you look at Stonetown, it's like the town has no plan.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks like zigzag.
Zigzag, yes.
If I leave you here, maybe you don't find your way out. I come pick you up in the morning.
Yeah.
So basically, it looks like it has no plan. But they made the tall buildings to enable shade on the streets.
Yes.
And the houses close together so that the breeze from the sea, when it comes to the town, to circulate for a long time.
Yeah, okay.
In the small streets, is cooler than when you're outside the
Yeah,
small street.
I see
If you're
that.
outside the small street is hot, but when you're inside the small street, it's cool. That's why they plan the town like this.
There is sense of community here.
Yes. Here, the place that we're going at is very popular. In the evening, people come. They sit, they meet, they discuss about different things that are happening within the community, but also they come here, play different games. Like this is a very popular game. It's called Bao. Very popular in Zanzibar as well. In other African countries, they call Mankala.
Mankala.
So here they play dominoes. Here you can see.
Oh,
Sometimes they have competitions also
yeah.
between the community, and also people in the evening they come. They have like a TV. When there is football, people drink coffee. They sit and enjoy. So this like the culture here in the evening. People come here, they sit, they enjoy, and they discuss about different things that are happening in community. If it's about politics, if it's about anything. Also the main point of opposition party. That's why you see the flag over there.
Is this the center of Stonetown?
This is like the heart of Stonetown. Most of the ways are connected here.
Oh.
So here, if someone has a lot of stress, they come here, they forget about everything. They either come here or they go to the ocean. They go to Forodhani or they come here, and everything.
Yeah, and it's cooler here than there. It's cooler.
It's much cooler. But also when you're at the waterfront, it's also cooler.
Yeah, that's
because of
sea
the
breeze.
breeze.
Yeah. Okay. So Indians, Africans, Arabs, we are living together here in this Stonetown.
Yes. Even now you'll see some people, they look more Indian.
Yes.
Some people look more Arabic. Some people look more African. Different communities that live around. So these doors are very famous in Zanzibar. These we call them Zanzibar doors. And in many of the doors you'll see these spikes. These spikes were mainly used in India as a defense against elephants.
Elephants.
Yeah, in India. But in India they had a war where people rode elephants to break the doors. And they thought if they had spikes sharper than these, the elephants will not be able to hit the doors. But since Zanzibar has never had elephants, these were just introduced here as a decoration to symbolize the wealth of the house owner.
So this person was wealthy.
Yes, so
I
the
see.
bigger the door, the wealthier you are.
Yeah, it's very tall.
Before. Yeah. So a door was like a social statement. It
Wow.
explained about the person who was living inside.
Oh, and if you're going to marry in this house, you should have money.
You need to prepare yourself.
Yes. You know, I was watching videos of Jerusalem, the narrow streets.
Yeah.
They are the same like this.
Like
Yeah,
Stonetown.
like Stonetown. The old Jerusalem, not the new Jerusalem.
Yeah.
See. I like this architecture. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a mix of Arab and Indian influences as well in some places. It depends on the parts of Stonetown that you're working at. So now we'll take this main road. It goes all the way down to the main road. So we'll get to see a few things on this part.
And this type of transport, I like it.
The motorbike.
Yeah. The motorbikes are different from those which are found in Dar.
We have boda too here.
Yeah. It shows the sign of familyness. You see, the father having all the kids.
Yeah. Togetherness.
Yeah, togetherness. The word of nowadays, that sense of family, unit, community is going away. So if you see someone with their own children, driving them around at night for fun and doing that.
And especially today is Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday is holiday here. That's why you see more people, the place is more active, is more fun.
And what I like is like almost everyone from the world, you see him here.
Because of the tourism,
Yeah.
so now you're able to see, like if you are walking around Stonetown, you see all these different kind of people. and the people, some of them could be like just coming here to like visit and stuff like that. This is the old slave market site, and as I told you before, Stonetown bears a great symbolic in abolishment of slave trade, which had the biggest slave market in East Africa and the last open slave market in the world. This church was built after abolishment of slave trade. When the market was closed in 1873, that's when this church was constructed. So this is another church in Stonetown. We saw the Catholic church, this is an Anglican church.
Anglican church.
Yes, and next to this church there is a monument. The monument just shows a memory of how the slaves were kept, but nothing happened here. It just shows the series of how the slaves were chained. It shows that, for example, the one behind that is not chained. It shows that it wasn't only the slave traders who were leading the slaves, there are also people among the slaves who were chosen to be the leaders of the others. And also next to this
Really?
church, yes,
Yeah. So
it means that this person was also a slave,
But he was
he's
the leader.
not chained, he was given a position to lead the others.
actually, that's very funny.
So next to the church also you can see a mosque over here, the same way we saw with the church before.
Why?
It just shows religious tolerance. We'll go inside the church so that
Okay.
you also get to see how the church looks like from the inside. The church also has a lot of Arabic influence. If you
I
have a
see.
look on top, that design, that is all Arabic influence. So it's quite a unique perspective when it comes to the architecture of the place also.
Very beautiful church.
On Sunday they have masses going on also. So on Sunday it's not possible to come in like this as a visitor because they usually have masses going on. You can come, but you cannot go inside.
Okay.
Yeah. This thing here is just an exhibition. Here there is information and pictures of how the trade was like before.
Yeah. Hey, so this was the Sultan?
This was the third Sultan of Zanzibar. He was the Sultan who played part in signing the treaty to abolish the slave trade.
He looks African.
His dad was from Oman, but his mother I think was from Zanzibar.
Yeah, he looks African. He looks mixed, by the way.
Yeah. And this was a famous slave trader.
Tipu.
He owned around 10,000 slaves and 7 plantations in Zanzibar. He was the ambassador of Zanzibar in the Congo. So when you speak about some of the Swahili traders that were part of the slave trade, he's one of the guys that we usually speak about. Yes.
Was he an African or Arab?
His father was from Oman, but his mother was from the mainland.
Cars in Zanzibar. Hey.
This road is the border between Stonetown and Zanzibar town.
Oh, so there is Zanzibar town and Stonetown.
Zanzibar town and Stonetown.
What is
All
there in
together
Zanzibar?
makes up Zanzibar city.
Oh.
More people live in Zanzibar town. Stonetown is like the old town, and Zanzibar town is more like a new
town.
Yeah. And then this road before there was a creek of water passing. Water used to pass, and there was a bridge. That's why it's called Darajani.
Okay.
Daraja for bridge and Darajani the place of the bridge.
Oh.
So they filled up the creek and now it's called the creek road.
Quick road.
So we are going to the market. The market is also called Darajani market. This is the market. Fruits, vegetables, fish and everything is sold around here.
Okay. Rajani. And these tourists are maybe buying vacation homes and then they buy their own food to cook.
No, they're just buying like spices.
Spices.
Because Zanzibar is famous for also spices. So the tourists, when they come here, they usually buy spices to take back home as gifts, as souvenirs.
Oh, okay.